Hi, Wesley.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
I'm just going to play a little background music so folks have something to listen to as they join.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Everyone hear the music okay? Just want to have some intro music. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining today. We are right at the start time, so we'll go ahead and get started. We're excited to have you here. Welcome to our webinar on how to grow your restaurant with DoorDash Commerce Platform packages. My name is Tyler, and I'm part of the DoorDash Commerce Platform marketing team. I'll be your host for today. Before we dive in, here's what you can expect from today's webinar. You're going to have an overview of the DoorDash Commerce Platform, what it is, how it's different from Marketplace, and what are its core products. What are the three DoorDash Commerce Platform packages and how they're designed to help grow your business? We're going to have a conversation with a merchant that's using DoorDash Commerce Platform tools in their business today. And of course, we'll leave some time at the end for a live Q&A. Joining us today is Jeff Frost. He sits on our DoorDash Commerce Platform Strategic Account Development team. We also have Tarun, who is on the engineering side of the Strategic Account Development team. And we also have Wesley Lee, who is the owner of Bowls of Rice, an Asian fast casual restaurant serving delicious rice bowls. You'll hear from him about how his business is using the DoorDash Commerce Platform. And with that, I will pass it off to Jeff.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Very excited to see you and speak with you all today. It's going to be a pretty quick, but hopefully very impactful webinar where we can answer some questions and go over what we think is really exciting here and as a part of our commerce platform. So I've been on this space at DoorDash for a little north of 7 years and started on the marketplace side. And as you all know, or as partners with DoorDash and on the marketplace side, we've heard a lot from our merchants about kind of the way that they view DoorDash and really overall third party, right? Third party delivery. In my time in that space, I've heard things like a necessary evil or kind of like, just this thing that we had to join or had to be a part of because the customer base was so massive. But let's face it, right? You sit down there, you're getting all these orders, they're coming from DoorDash, and we're like, hey, great, we're great partners to you. But you always see those commissions on the back end, and you're like, hey, I have to do this, but if there was one thing I would love is if like you could help me with my traffic. Well, the really exciting piece here is what commerce platform really is. And DoorDash, we're no longer just this delivery channel, right? We really view our commerce platform and what we're going to discuss today as this engine that can really help you grow your own sales through your first party channels, engage, attract, retain, build new customers in a way that you're servicing them, right? And so we've heard from all of you, and I think we've taken that back and really tried to build something that's very exciting that we could share with you today. And so what the DoorDash Commerce Platform is really a way for us to go above and beyond and delivering these customers directly for you. And so when you think of DoorDash in the way that you may know it today, it's probably through that marketplace, right? And so what you see there is DoorDash customers, customers hungry. They visit the DoorDash app and maybe they want your specific restaurant or, myself as a consumer, I'll go to DoorDash and I'm like, I know I want this very specific thing. On Tuesday, it might be pizza. On Wednesday, it might be sushi. On Thursday, it might be burrito. And I have maybe my favorite restaurant or two that I'm like, I'm opening up DoorDash. They don't have delivery. I'm going to go and order from them there. What happens there, right? Sometimes you're going to attract and gain new customers. They're going to come across your restaurant. And that's really kind of the power of the DoorDash marketplace, right? We're going to put you in front of really, really hungry customers. But also, it's this really large ecosystem. And depending on where you are, you're going to access maybe hundreds, maybe not, maybe even thousands of different restaurants, right? And so when you think of DoorDash Marketplace, they're DoorDash's customers. They're hungry. They're visiting DoorDash's website, DoorDash's app. And so the competition for that consumer, that eater, whoever that hungry individual is, you're competing with hundreds of different restaurants, right? Promotions are all very customizable for your store on Marketplace. And the fees, we all know about it, right? It's these things that you really don't love, and we completely understand, right? The commission structure. We send you an order, maybe we're taking 25 or 30%, and there's a lot of value in that for what you're getting in that marketplace. But let's face it, right? You're working really hard, you're building out these orders, and nobody loves commission, right? And so what DoorDash Commerce Platform is a way to kind of take some of those orders and some of those things and really bring them to you in your first party channel. And so when you think about the commerce platform, it's your customers. The customer need, they want to order directly from your restaurant, right? And so they're coming directly to you. It's on your online ordering channels, so your website, your mobile branded app. The competition, right? The orders are being sent directly to you on your tablet, POS, website, app, right? Very customizable. So promotions that work not only just on Marketplace, where all those consumers are, but also in store on your own website or directly on your own app. And the fees, the most important and thing I think you're going to love the most here is this is commission-free ordering. 100% chargeback coverage, meaning customers are placing orders. It's commission-free for you as well as you are protected, right? And so customer has any sort of issues there or any sort of chargeback, you're covered on that on the DoorDash side. And so the engine behind this is the engine behind what makes DoorDash really great, right? This ecosystem, the logistical side of it, we're now bringing directly to you with 0% commission. And so when you think of our first party channels, some of the tools and things that we are going to deploy and to help you grow and attract those customers are things like a branded website that helps you with your SEO, Google, optimize traffic. So when customers are searching you on the web, they're able to find you really quickly and place those commission-free orders from you. Mobile app and online ordering. How many times have you maybe sat down and said, hey, we really like a mobile app, but then you go through all these different channels. Maybe it doesn't speak to your back-end systems and some of the things that you have there. Well, we're able to provide that to you. Things like marketing and loyalty that help you not only retain those customers, but engage with them, keep them coming back, keep them wanting to come back, and incentivizing them to come back directly through your first party channels. That's all going to be covered here today with our commerce platform offerings. And I'm going to flip this over to Tarun to explain a little bit more.
Cool. Thanks, Jeff. So I just want to make sure I draw our attention to the Q&A section of Zoom. If you have any questions as they come up during this, go ahead and put them in there, and then me or somebody else on our team will address them when we can. So let's put the commerce platform tools in a bit of context by seeing how we can address 4 main business needs, which we'll call attract, convert, engage, and retain. And you can see a few challenges that we've listed underneath there. These are things that come up during our many calls with merchants like you, right? So we'll walk through each of these challenges one at a time and see what commerce platform tools can help. So let's go ahead and start with attract. Alrighty, so our first challenge is the issue of attracting new customers, right? Which we address by building custom branded websites and optimizing Google food ordering setup. We optimize our custom websites that we build out with SEO using tactics like setting up meta tags behind the scenes, putting strategic keywords within certain areas of the web page, building mobile first, backlinking through Google, Yelp, and other places like that, making sure that we have the fastest possible loading speeds and very clear URL structures. By creating a sort of initial landing website, if you don't have one or if you're not happy with one, we're able to increase web sales by up to 30%. And the nice thing is that we'll handle all of that work for you. What we need from you are your design details, what is it that you're trying to communicate to the customer, and then we'll take it from there. So now that you have your customer, you do need to try to convert them somehow. So to convert them, that's where our online ordering site comes in. Once you have your customer on your online ordering site, you want to make it as few clicks as possible to get from there to ordering. And our online ordering is incredibly optimized for that. So our online ordering system that we offer on our order online or our first party ordering that we're talking about today takes all of the lessons that we've learned from our marketplace orders and then applies them to your first party orders. That includes things like special carousels for in case you missed it, things like reordering, as well as collecting contact and payment information from our customers. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the next one. So once you have a customer that's ordered via online ordering, you have, and they want to order again, you have a repeat customer. So you want to try and build out tools to make it as easy as possible for repeat customers to order. And that's where mobile apps come in. Our mobile apps are built with the sort of design of ordering first, right? Make it as easy as possible, down to 5 clicks or less, ideally, if you can, to go from opening up the app to ordering your food. So that means that we've added tools like an optimized ordering flow, one-touch reordering carousels. So if you're a reordering customer, you want to be able to reorder the exact thing that you had before. And tools to gather positive app feedback to make sure that you're kind of pushing for more downloads. And we also offer tools to help get your app in front of customers. Things like custom QR codes and pop-ups that kind of upsell to download the app when customers are ordering online. So now that we've kind of converted our customers through online ordering and the mobile app, we have to keep them engaged. And that's where things like automated marketing can come in. So to keep our customers engaged, we offer 2 automated campaigns, an order again designed to encourage repeat customers, and a win back series to get customers who haven't ordered in a while to order again. Our automated email campaigns are using these kind of proven sequences from Marketplace. So these are all optimized to convert lapsed customers. And with access to our Marketplace tested strategies and AI generated campaigns here, you should be able to benefit from high performing personalized outreach that's smarter, effective, and requires 0 manual setup or ongoing management. But let's say that you want to send out something that's a little bit more personalized than our automated marketing. That's where our custom CRM would come into play. So to continue engaging customers, our custom email and text marketing is built directly into our merchant portal. So you don't have to go anywhere else outside. If you go to the DoorDash merchant portal, underneath the campaign section, you will have the opportunity to create email campaigns. So you as a merchant can create advanced kind of audience segments using loyalty status, order amount, things like that. And so this very integrated solution for emails takes advantage of all of the data that you're collecting on your first-party customers and then making it as easy as possible to reach out to the correct segment. So you've engaged them, and now you want to make sure that you're rewarding people for coming into and supporting you through your first-party business. That's where our sort of industry-first omni-channel loyalty comes into play. Omnichannel loyalty, or we call it OCL in the company, is our product intended to help retain your customers by rewarding them for their visits. And we offer 2 primary methods for doing so, spend X, get Y, and a visit-based method. And let's start by talking a little bit about the spend X, get Y. So what we're looking at here is sort of the flow for the spend-based loyalty model. Rewards will work across in-store, web, app, and DoorDash Marketplace. So that's where the omni-channel part of this goes. We apply rewards across all of these areas. I know that, it's kind of different that we're applying it to Marketplace as well. The intention there is that you are now going to be able to reward people no matter where they order, but you do get a little bit of control over that as well. You can offer adjustable reward amounts based on the channel. So perhaps you want to drive more folks to use their rewards in-store, web, and app through your first-party methods rather than your third-party marketplace. You can offer a slightly lower reward for redeeming on Marketplace versus first-party. The way that it works in-store is that customers link a credit card, and then once they've linked it, no check-ins are required. No numbers, no scanning, nothing like that. You just swipe your credit card, and you'll be getting points. Throughout all of this, you're going to retain your sort of brand control and all of your customer data. And remember that CRM earlier is going to help you segment by loyalty users, non-loyalty users, and things like that. So if this is the spend X, get Y, let's go to the next slide, which just talks real quickly about what the visit-based looks like. So visit-based is very similar. If you go back to the previous slide, in visit-based, we treat loyalty kind of like a punch card. You can see it's all the same except for that last step. How do you earn points? You're just going to have a little NFC tag, and then you tap your phone on there, and then that counts as a visit as long as you've spent a certain amount of money, and then you can reward your customers for their visits when they spend that minimum amount. So to kind of wrap it up, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Jeff to close us out here.
Thanks, Tarun. So yeah, I mean, I think really what's exciting here is that the results are already speaking for themselves as far as our online ordering products and our commerce platform form go, excuse me. 50,000 merchants doing over 7 million deliveries a day. right? What's really important to you is important to us on this side. So 30% increased web sales, right? So think of the channels that we are really trying to drive those order conversions and customer eyes to, right? Things like mobile apps, really increasing customer order frequency by 30% and overall same store sales by 20%. 15% order frequency with set it and forget it marketing. And so think about customer comes in and they place an order directly with you or through one of these first party channels. And, maybe they don't come back for a couple of weeks or a month. You have a set it and forget it marketing campaign that is reaching out to them and engaging them to come back into your store, right? And really drive that, continue to drive that traffic through. A little reminder there, hey, we're still here, we're waiting for you, want you to come back in. And that's really going to help drive that traffic up to 15%. 3 times more customers with our customizable CRM. And so when you add all of these features together of the package, we are driving and delivering these customers directly through your front door in a way that makes it very easy for you to retain and engage with them. And in the next slide, I think we're going to touch here and talk about some of the power to these packages. And so what we really offer here is 3 different types of packages, depending on really what you're looking to do. Obviously, we start with our starter package, and that starter package is inclusive of our commission-free online ordering, a custom branded website, Google order with Google integration, easy to use promotions tab, which is all of this is available directly in your merchant portal, which you all have access to already, live order tracking, and customer support. As you continue to advance through these packages, they're going to come with more and more features that are going to help you drive and retain more of those customers. So as you get into the Boost package, we're talking a little bit more about that automated email marketing, customizable website pop-up, customized ordering pages, and loyalty and gift card integrations that make it really easy for you to integrate, kind of some of the things you're already doing. Then when you get into our Pro package, it's everything that we've mentioned, but also inclusive of our custom branded mobile app, cross-channel or omni-channel loyalty program, and a customizable email and text marketing tools. So things that could be really, really granular, change, new items, new updates, store openings, things along those lines are all available with our Pro package. So really scalable as you're in that hyper growth phase, if that's something that you're in, and you're opening new locations, think about how easy it is to reach the existing customers and say, hey, we're open over here, but all the way down to, hey, we have this new seasonal, menu item that we're really, really excited about. Come in and try it. That's also a part of that. And so what's really, I think, powerful about these packages is no matter really how you break them down, we have individuals using our Pro tool that don't necessarily need all of the features, but when you look at the package as a whole, it provides so much value to them in all of these areas. And so really, really exciting as you look across all 3 of these packages. And we're going to talk to Wesley Lee here as we get, I believe on our next slide as we do an introduction. But Wesley Lee is the owner of Bowls of Rice, who is on our Pro package and taking advantage of some of these tools. So I think we're all good. And Wesley, if you're here, I'd love to get you off mute and say hello.
Hey, how you doing, Jeff? Thanks for the intro.
Absolutely. So really excited. Obviously, appreciate you joining us here today. And I guess we'll start with a quick little background. Would love for you to tell us a little bit about your business, kind of how it started and why you started it, and then we'll get into a little bit more.
Yeah, so our business, like Tyler mentioned, we are Asian fusion fast casual business that focuses on delivery and pickup only. So our whole business model really relies on creating a great online channel where customers can easily order from us and have that delivery experience and good pickup experience.
I love it. And how long have you been partnered with DoorDash for?
We've been partnering with DoorDash since we started about like 4 years ago.
I love it. And what initially, right? You've been a part of DoorDash from the marketplace side of the business. What really led to you exploring the DoorDash commerce platform?
That's a great question. And the real reason is I am a DoorDash consumer myself. And for some reason, I didn't know the back end of what you guys were doing, but for some reason, I always loved the DoorDash user interface, right? We would pay extra fees to purchase on DoorDash from the restaurants we love rather than their websites because of how easy it was for us. And we didn't know how the back end worked, right? After Tarun just talked about right now I'm starting to get it, right? All the stuff you guys think about in terms of user interface, user experience, I couldn't like intuitively put like a pin on what was going on, but I knew it was better. And that was the reason I wanted to like switch over to commerce because you guys have it figured out. You guys have a bunch of customers that you are creating great experiences for. And if we could adopt that to our business, we thought that, okay, this will really create a great experience for our customers as well. So why not start now?
I love that. I love that answer because I think it really does highlight some of the power within our packages, right? I know we spoke a little bit yesterday as well as kind of just going through this today. And I know you're on the Pro package, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. And so we talk about all the features of the Pro package, but when we were speaking yesterday, you mentioned the real things that you were taking advantage of were just like kind of the online ordering piece and then really the mobile app. Can you speak a little bit about that? Like what it sounds like the mobile app was really the thing that drove you to make that decision to join on the Pro package. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, we were using a different service for our online platform before, and we wanted a mobile app, but it was, I would say, too technical and too much like uh, technicality we had to learn just to have a mobile app. And once we heard you guys had something like that, and what we jumped on board right away, and we really were able to transition without much having much knowledge on how to make everything work. And that was really a game changer for us. Just the amount, how quick you guys were, and how little we had to do to make it all work out was I was golden.
I love that. And so we'll get into a couple of questions I think about specifically the mobile app here in
Mhm.
just a second. But how has the online ordering, for instance, I know you had just mentioned you were using someone else to handle your online order. So how has online ordering specifically through our commerce platform changed the way you manage incoming orders or or interact with customers? Has there been any change there? Anything that's a little bit easier for you or
I would say that the transition was very seamless, right? There was, since we were using DoorDash Marketplace, we're fulfilling DoorDash Marketplace orders already, nothing had to really change. It would just go through the same type of system for Marketplace, and we didn't have to train our staff to do anything different at all. And that's really what we're trying to do in our business to make everything as easy as possible in terms of the tech. We're not good at that, quite frankly. We're good at, making good food that people love. And if we put our focus away from that, we're going to suffer there. So we wanted to have like the most easy back end possible where we can, okay, let's make this work without changing too much of our systems because what we're doing is working, which was nice.
I really, honestly, I really appreciate that. It's like, yeah, you're good at making incredible meals, right? And we want to give you the
Mhm.
tools that can empower you to do that and kind of build some things on the back end. Or just like set it and forget it, let us go and kind of help you to do more of that, more of the things that you love. And that's awesome to hear. So, have you noticed any sort of difference in your order volume or order accuracy since switching over? Is it better? Is it would love to hear that.
Yeah, I would say before our conversation yesterday, I had a meeting with our marketing director, and he showed me numbers, and our first party orders went up, and we're trying to figure out what went different. He said he noticed a peak, a jump in I think like June 23rd or something like that. And I forgot totally. That's when we transitioned over to a marketplace, right? We're like sitting there for like an hour or two trying to figure out, oh, why did we have an increase of like 30% in our first party orders? And until we had that conversation yesterday, that was like, okay, that's what happened. That was my aha moment. And we wasted an hour trying to figure out, let's do what we did. But it was just that transition.
I love to hear that. And you mentioned before, right? Like we're all consumers, right? We all have our channels that we like to consume and consume on. So you particularly, right? You used to visit DoorDash just because, hey, like it's really easy for me to order. My credit card information is saved. I can place an order really quickly. Like just get what I want, get in, get out, and know that this is coming to me as a consumer. I'm tracking that order. Have you heard any sort of feedback or received any feedback from your customers since you've made the transition to our online ordering product that, they're enjoying the experience more, they're ordering more, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, and a big part of the jump, I think, was our customers were having a better experience. When we were using the different online platform to fulfill our online orders, we're using white label delivery, and that white label delivery between like our online provider versus there were two different companies, right? So they weren't integrated. So that communication for our customers to fix any like delivery issues or have any updates on the delivery was poor. And that created a horrible experience for them. And we would quite frankly, get a lot of um, chargebacks because of the poor experience. And after switching over, just that all-in-one experience for our customers was very important to create, a trustworthy first-party system that they were comfortable ordering from.
I love to hear that. I'm glad your customers are finding it a little bit more seamless to order from you, and hopefully that continues to drive traffic, and we're growing those first party sales. I want to bring this back really quickly to the mobile app, right? We won't go too deep here, but something we hear all the time when we're speaking with merchants is, the mobile apps right now are exploding across basically all segments. It's a really fun tool for merchants to have and represent their brand and customize and build out. And it really kind of helps launch a lot of our restaurant merchant partners into like this new age of tech, if you will, right? And with that, sometimes it could be like a really cumbersome process. And so I'm just curious, you talked before a little bit about how easy kind of that transition was to launch our mobile app and kind of how quickly that moved. Can you talk a little bit about one, like that motivation behind, hey, we want to launch with this mobile app, and then two, maybe the ease of like setting that up and what type of information you had to provide, and maybe from start to finish, hey, we want this mobile app, we're going to use DoorDash for it, to the state that it's in today.
Mhm.
I would say before DoorDash had the mobile app out, we were about to give up on the idea of mobile app because we're in the scaling phase right now. And as we grew locations, the complexity of managing a mobile app became exponential, right? And we were scared of that. Either we focused our time on like growing our business or trying to figure out the technicality in the back end. But that being said, once we decided to work with you guys in the mobile app, to get it all set up, frankly, was like it took like one or two calls, and you guys did everything on the back end. Our team didn't have to worry about much. All we had to do is fill out some information, and voila, a couple weeks later, you're all set. This is what your mobile app looks like. And what I see in the future is we can still focus on scaling new locations without worrying about the infrastructure on the back end of, okay, how do we add a different location to this mobile app? We see it as a very seamless process that's, all integrated together with like online sites, loyalty and everything, which makes me kind of excited, to be honest.
Yeah, gosh, I'm loving hearing this. We tell our merchants and our customers this all the time. Kind of the ease of use of, right? Like, we want this to work really quick, but the scalability is probably the most important, right? Can we just go to kind of this single pane view and open up that second location or third location and know that on the back end there isn't going to be too much friction there? And so hearing that from you is awesome. And so, how has having both the online ordering and a branded mobile app created any sort of efficiencies or consistency in your customer experience? We talked before a little bit about how, you're using some different channels in the past, or maybe you've explored the mobile app and maybe they look a little bit different or feel a little bit different from a user perspective, right? I'm going to a mobile app, I'm placing an order. It doesn't feel like my brand. It doesn't feel like bowls of rice. When I go to the website, it may not feel the same. How has having both of those kind of look and feel the same from an ordering experience really has it created some efficiencies in your customer experience?
Yeah, like you mentioned, it made the feel of, the ordering experience very, very similar, and it reduces the amount of like drag on the customers. And that's the most important thing. Like any like distraction they'll have, just in today's age, people just give up quickly when they experience some restriction or some friction of any sort. And that all-in-one experience just makes it as seamless as possible. And I think our conversions for our customers did go up a little just because of that. And on top of that, we use the loyalty as well. And having that cross-channel, just allows them to purchase from all our channels and still be able to keep track of the loyalty uh, altogether.
Yeah, that's great. I know we hear all the time. I think like a really exciting piece of our pro package is that cross-channel loyalty, right? And so incentivizing customers to order in the marketplace, right? Order directly through your first party, even come in, hit that tap, and be able to order and redeem in store. And so when you think about all of that, right? I think this idea, specifically in the space, has always been these are the types of technologies that really are for big brands, right? We all know the Chipotle's and the McDonald's apps, right? And all these big brands that have crazy budget and all of the things necessary, right, from a tech side. And then you think of the more local or hyper regional chains that operate, and you want to compete with those big brands, right? You want to make it a way to engage, attract, and I guess converse with your customers and just curious, like have some of these features of this pro package, the omni-channel loyalty, the app, helped you compete with bigger brands or really stand out in a really tech forward way, like where you are.
Honestly, I wouldn't know the answer to that because I don't know how often my customers order from let's say a Chipotle compared to us. But that being said, we are seeing our sales grow after we switch, and I think I can attribute some of that just due to the fact that our tech stack is a little better now, and we don't have to pay an arm and a leg to make everything work just to compete with these big brands, but still have a great user interface that you guys created that we're kind of piggybacking off of, right? Because frankly, I order DoorDash way too often, like probably twice a day, and it's because it's easy, and we want to give that same experience to our customers.
Incredible, and I love to hear that. I want to be cognizant of your time and everyone's time here. So appreciate you joining us. I have two more questions for you. One, as far as bowls of rice, like what's next for your business? Are there any goals that commerce platform tools are going to help you work towards?
Yeah, I would say the goal for us is continue scaling, and it's going back to the simplicity, right? We're trying to make it as easy as possible to scale, and there's already a lot of things to worry about. And the last thing we want to worry about is our tech stack breaking, our website breaking when we go to a new location and stuff like that. And that commerce platform really creates that all-in-one experience, a branded app, a branded website, loyalty points, and just allows us to kind of plug and play without additional drag on our team or hiring someone just to focus on making sure the servers work or however it works. I'm making words up now.
Well, again, we so appreciate you just joining us and sharing your experience. And obviously, we look to iterate and continue to build. We wouldn't be where we are without me asking this next question. I think DoorDash Commerce Platform is built based on listening to the of feedback from our merchants and the things that they want to continue to grow and scale. And so it wouldn't be right if I got out of here. We talked a lot about some really great features that DoorDash has and the commerce platform specifically. But I'd like to know, right? So we can continue to iterate, help you scale, help build features that really make it just easier for you to do what you do best and for us to do what we do best and really formulate this partnership. If DoorDash could build one thing to make your life even easier, what would that be?
I think you guys are headed down that route now. It's just for us to better understand our customers in terms of just the platform. You guys have great reporting for marketplace right now, and once that's all integrated and gives us that information of okay, what do our customers like? How do we continue to deliver a great experience to them? That would be a game changer, right? And I'm sure you guys are doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Wesley, thank you so much. We appreciate not only your time, but being open, transparent, sharing your sentiment with us. We value you obviously as a partner. Hope to continue to scale alongside you. But just really, really appreciate you joining us here and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Jeff. And again, thank you, Wesley, for joining and sharing your experience. Now we'll open it up to Q&A. I know a lot of folks have already been dropping in questions, and Tarun and Brittany have been answering them. I believe we've gotten most of them, but I do see there might be a couple we haven't answered yet. I believe this was in response to our OCL, our loyalty product, if we have someone on our side that could set this up. Tarun, were you able to answer that one?
Oh, sorry, could you repeat that one again?
Yeah. I
Mentioning
think this
another
was
one.
asking about the loyalty program and if we have someone on our side who can implement.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll assign a whole team just to get you implemented with your packages. So whether that's online ordering, loyalty, the whole thing. And not only will we get you implemented, but we'll do a little bit of follow-up for a few weeks afterwards just to make sure that you're in it and moving.
And then Gary had a question for Wesley, actually. How did you introduce your app to your customers?
Yeah, so what we did is we included we're including flyers that we have an app now just to give them an idea that okay there's another avenue for them to uh, purchase or order from us if it makes it easy for you. We never try to force it, but everyone likes the idea of apps and it seems to work.
Great. Theo asked if we currently have a website, can we do the app? Tarun, Jeff, one of you want to take that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the key thing here to note is that our branded websites that we offer are optional. The only real requirement is that you have our online ordering set up. If you have online ordering set up, that's what's going to power the app and really all of these pieces. So if you just, let's say, I think I put somebody in the chat said, I spent a ton of money on building out a new website recently. That's totally okay. You can still implement online ordering, and we do have some tools that can help optimize your new website as well. Stuff like a little smart button, things to add on there. So yeah, basically you don't have to rebuild your website. It's not a requirement. It's just an additional thing that we offer.
William asked, so for a pickup order, the 10% would apply? Not sure, Brittany, if you can answer that one.
I
So
clarified.
Oh,
Oh,
got it.
sorry. I clarified this, and 10% only applies to pickup orders. Or sorry, the 10% only applies to delivery orders. So pickup is completely free. And you'll just be paying for delivery, the service fee, and the delivery fee.
And then Susan, I think you had some questions about if you want to move forward. Yes, someone will be reaching out to you within the next week after this webinar. If you are interested and want to learn a little bit more, someone will be reaching out to you. And I believe someone asked about if we will be sharing the webinar link. Yes, we will. I will share those details at the end. Okay, it looks like Tarun is already answering some questions about integrations. Tarun, I don't know if you maybe want to dive in a little bit deeper about integrations and kind of the top partners we
yeah.
integrate with.
Yeah, of course. So we actually have a website somewhere that kind of lists our top integrations and things like that. I can find it real quick and put it in the chat in a bit. But whatever your point of sale is, we most likely integrate. One of the key things to note is that each integration has a sort of slightly different set of features that are available within it. So if you have any specific questions about, exact things. Like I think I see a question about can DoorDash pull our live inventory from our point of sale? Things like that really depend on your point of sale integration itself. And that's something that when you're getting implemented, we can talk more about and we can get into the specifics of what is available for you to use.
And in addition, just something to add there. Not sure if everyone on here is an integrated partner, but one thing to note is that DoorDash online ordering is available for you to receive orders the exact way that you're already receiving them on Marketplace. And so there's a big piece here for maybe someone on here who just has some sort is operating on a tablet protocol. If you're receiving orders today through a tablet, and you have a website, right? We can still go in, add the online ordering link for you, give you all of the features that are available in these packages, and no integration is necessary, right? The orders still come and flow to you the exact way you're receiving your orders today. And so if you are a partner that is integrated with one of our integrated partners, those orders would come to you the exact way you're receiving your DoorDash orders today. And so there isn't really a huge manual kind of lift. And so it is designed to fit kind of the way you're receiving your orders today. And I think that's a really good call out, because some people worry, hey, we're on tablet protocol. We prefer to take our orders this way. And this is still 100% available to you, even if that is your protocol.
Great. Any other questions? I think we answered almost everything in the chat. So if you have any further
do have-
questions, we've got another minute.
I'm just gonna, there's a couple things from the Q&A I just wanted to highlight real quick.
Yeah.
Just to make it clear for everyone, a common question we get is, how is this different from Storefront? And just want to make it clear that Storefront was rebranded to online ordering, which is kind of the key piece of the commerce platform. So the commerce platform is a collection of tools, including what used to be Storefront and is now online ordering. So if you see Storefront, just think online ordering. If you see online ordering, you can think Storefront, sure.
Well, any other questions? We've probably got one more minute for questions. Feel free to drop it in the chat. All right. Then in the interest of time, we'll wrap this up. So that brings us to the end of today's webinar. Thank you all so much for joining. We hope you're leaving with a clearer understanding of how the DoorDash commerce platform can help you grow your business, connect with more customers, and turn one-time orders into long-term relationships. Like I mentioned before, you'll hear from someone on our team within the next week who can help you get started if you are interested in one of the packages. And if you miss any part of the session or want to rewatch it later, an on-demand recording will be available on the registration page as soon as the webinar ends, and we'll also be sending the recording link to your inbox. Before I go, I also wanted to quickly highlight our DoorDash creator community. It's a program that rewards merchants who share their experience after onboarding to a DoorDash commerce platform package. So if you are interested, you can scan the QR code on the screen, and we can also drop in the link in the chat, which I will do right now. Otherwise, we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for joining. Bye, everyone.